please direct your questions to either Sydney or Paige.
For either of you, what went wrong for you on the floor? Like, where did it go wrong? What was different coming out of halftime where y'all were competitive in the first half and kind of fell off a little?
I think we just came out a little flat. Like, we turned the ball over a couple times to start, and they, hit a few shots. And that's where we need to, kind of get better at digging in. I think they just came out with more energy than us, and we needed to match it, and we didn't until we went on a run eventually, but we needed to match the energy a lot quicker.
We ask ourselves this question maybe every game. Why don't we come out as hard as we do in the third as we do in the first half? I think it was really just like a pride thing in wanting to be better than the other team and not letting the other team be better than us.
Question for either player. Coach Bruno said that he thought that his team, I guess, struggled, for lack of a better word, in the first half. But what did you think was the change there in the second half that allowed DePaul to kind of run away there?
I think their guards stepped up a lot more scoring-wise in that second half. We just couldn't really stay in front of them as much. I think they hit a lot more shots in the second half.
Any additional questions for Sydney or Paige today?
For me, thank you.
No. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
First, let me say congratulations, Coach Bruno. Induction into the Hall of Fame, Women's Basketball Hall of Fame, and well-deserved for what he's done for our sport, not just, in the Chicago area, but nationwide. And I'm glad we had a chance to at least honor him a little bit today before the game. And like I said, one of the reasons I think girls basketball in Chicago is so popular. I think the opportunities that Coach created with camps, 25, 30 years ago, you see today. So again, congrats to Doug and his team. Just took it to us in the latter part of the third quarter and the fourth quarter, and just first half I thought we were back and forth. Excuse me. Kind of pace was good, and a couple plays here and there. Basically a tie game at halftime, and pretty well played. And we just broke down defensively so much in the second half, and that was really the difference. And when you let somebody score 45 points, you gotta look at that, all of us, and say, how did that happen? And and they did a good job of getting her the ball in the right spots. We got in foul trouble, those type things. That sounds like excuses. We should have been more aggressive, trying to not let her get the ball and not let her get her misses, and everything that came with it. She just and then the biggest thing becomes, how do you not let that happen again in the Big Ten? Because we got great players in our league too. And we're going to see a bunch of them coming up. Just really disappointed in the way we shot the ball, the way our decision-making changed the outcome of the second half.
How do you prepare for a player like Mora without giving too much away?
Well, I thought we had a good game plan. We saw it in the first half. I thought we got to her. She made some tough shots, but they were contested. I thought, that was really what we were trying to do. We had run a couple people at her, and it kind of took her out of, some of her moves. And then in the second half, we never got to her. She got us sealed deep, and I'll give her credit too. But DePaul, which really makes me mad, is that we allowed their guards to get her the ball without a lot of disruption.
How do you
get your team to mentally rebound off a loss like that? Do you just kind of forget about it, or do you draw lessons from it?
Oh, I think I appreciate the question. I feel like we've had a tough stretch. We've had one of the toughest schedules in the country. At Oregon, at Duke, Notre Dame, DePaul, at Michigan. We just played last week at Duke, at Michigan. So, I feel like we know what good teams look like because we've seen a lot of them. We just got to get some confidence. I think we got to get. We just finished finals yesterday at Northwestern. It's it's a challenging week for our players. No excuse on that. Nobody had a final today. But I have great respect for that. Having been here 15 years now, I know how finals week and the weeks leading up to that can. It's a really important time in this quarter for our kids academically. So we got to get back to now that we're done, we got to get into basketball, and try to get some momentum before Christmas, and then be ready for the Big Ten. But I think if we're smart and we take everything out of those games, those 5 losses, are probably the 5 NCAA tournament teams. So, we could have played an easier schedule, I guess, and but we wouldn't know that much about our team. So I think this gives us, an idea of what we got to do now to compete with the best teams in our league. So.
Any other questions?
Guys, appreciate it, man. Good to see you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.